Oh my God, I'm so excited. Okay. I've got new makeup to play with. I've got new makeup that was literally created just for me. Look at this beautiful range of nude lipsticks that MAC just released. I'm so excited to try these. And this mini Natasha Denona that just came out, the new all matte mini eye sculpt. This is a palette of my dreams. I love an all matte palette, and to have a mini, I'm so excited. So I can't wait to play with this new makeup today. I do already have my base done, but today I am going to create an eye look with this mini eye sculpt, and I can't wait to get into it. I will be using 2 different eye primers. I want to see how this palette performs on each eye and how it looks based off of the fact that this is more clear and this one is MAC Painterly. It gives a little bit of like a blanked out base. So I'll be using both of those primers today. Yeah, so I'm going to create one look on each of those primers and see how that turns out. All right. Okay, so I've got the MAC paint pot on this side, and I've got the MAC paint pot and Painterly on this eye, and the Urban Decay anti-aging on this side. So I'm really excited to get into this eyeshadow palette. It's really cute. The mini of my dreams. Oh my God, I'm so excited. Okay. Let me get my eye brushes and we'll get started. I also can't wait. I can't wait to get this eye look done so that I can play with the lipsticks. I'm really excited about that new MAC collection. Like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I apologize if you hear what sounds like a zombie in the background. That is my 15-year-old rescue. He is sound asleep, and he has a very large tumor, and it makes it hard for him to breathe. So, okay. I'm going to start with this beautiful shade here. And I'm going to create the same look on both eyes because I am just, trying to compare what it looks like with the primer. And I apologize if I look past you. I have the mirror right behind you. But I do have it right behind you so that you can see straight on instead of at an angle. And I'm hoping that that'll be, a better viewpoint for you. Okay, so that shade, I do see it, but it's very, very light on me. It's kind of like a really pale, super, it's pulling kind of peach on me, a little bit pale peach. I do have a light to medium skin tone. And yeah, on the paint pot, you hardly see it at all. You do see it a little bit better on the Urban Decay side that has just the kind of more clear base. Okay, so that's just kind of like a nice little base, not really too much to it. I'm going to go ahead and use the same brush and go up into the next shade. Really softly, I'm going to just take that right here. I like a really sharp outer edge right there, so I like to put my darkest shade right in the corner. If you want to do more of like a soft feather dragging technique, I would say put it this way and then work it out. I do think that looks pretty. Kind of caramelly. Okay, so I'm just going in with a little bit more of that middle shade to kind of provide a little bit of shape through my crease. So far, I really like the way that looks. I'm going to take a clean blender and just soften up those edges to my preference. I like a little bit more of a defined edge than most people do. I really do not like that super blown out look. No offense to anybody that wears that. I know a lot of people like that, including like celebrity makeup artists or whatever, but this is just my preference. And since I'm doing my makeup, this is how I'm gonna do it. Just blending out those edges with that first shade that is super close to my skin tone, and just working that in to blend it together. Really pretty. I do like the way those two are blending together. It is a gorgeous blend. Okay. So there's the first two shades. I'm going to take a little bit of this brown shade here, just the tiniest little bit on a mini booster. And here I'm going to work this on the outer part of my lid, just a little bit, tiniest little bit, just to kind of smoke out my edge and kind of like accent it to lift up the eye a little. I like that a lot. It is a little bit of a warmer brown than I would normally appreciate. I feel like now that the I Need a Nude really opened me up to warm tones, I don't mind these kind of reddish browns. And honestly, maybe now I would appreciate the Biba palette more so than I did when I first purchased it, because I was not into warm tones at all. And I really just was so sad about how warm that palette was. But maybe now I can appreciate it with a different perspective, because now I'm really into warm tones and I really like this red toned brown that we've got in this palette. Okay, so I'm going to go back in with that first brush that I used and just take a little bit more of this soft shade here to kind of just softly blend. I have a hair here. Oh my God. I'm just throwing around my high-end brushes everywhere, okay? Well, at least I got my hair out of my face. So anyway, okay, I'm going to take a little bit of that first soft shade there and just work that over that dark shade, which kind of helped to diffuse it into the look really nicely. I absolutely love how these shades are blending together. Really impressive. Beautiful, just like soft, everyday, high quality mattes. Okay. I'm going to take this beautiful pencil into this creamy shade here. And I mean creamy like the color. I don't know the texture yet until I put it on my eyes. Okay, that one's kicking up a lot, so I feel like that one's definitely also just a matte. I'm going to put that here for some brightness. Right here on the inner portion of the eye and the lower section of the inner corner. Really like the way that looks. I'm also going to take just a little bit of that right up in there. Okay. I'm going to take a clean blender and just soften this little section up here. And up here as well. What is this? This is a beautifully soft brush. Wow, I haven't used that in a while. It's a Rougher 01, by the way. And I'm just using that to blend in my shades a little bit better before I move on to the next section. Okay. So for the lower lash line, I'm going to take a Rougher 03 into this mid-tone shade here. And I'm going to just softly accentuate the outer half of my eye. And if I was still going to set like at 3 o'clock in the morning and then not doing my makeup at home, because sometimes I would take my makeup to do it myself there on set. If I was still doing that, this palette would definitely be a staple in my makeup looks for the TV shows I was working on as an actress. You know, you don't wear any shimmer at all in those parts. Okay, so I do really, really love the way that looks. I'm gonna now take this little bitty, teeny tiny brush here from Hakahodo. That is the information there. And I'm going to stamp that into this black shade here. Just taking my enlarged mirror, and I'm gonna stamp this little beautiful brush into the black shade. And I'm gonna just stamp this softly across the outer portion of the lash line, like up 3/4 of the way. I'm gonna leave where the very, very front part is alone. Okay. And so there is the shadow just placed. I still need to smudge it out with a softer brush. This brush wasn't going to be soft enough for me to smudge it. I'm going to take a clean Rougher 03 and just softly rub that across the line and soften it up and smudge it out a little bit. There we go. And so just going to do that to the other eye as well. I think I actually prefer the little rougher teeny tiny brush over this one. This one is a little bit pokey because it's rounded, so if you don't line it up just the right way, it can kind of hurt a little bit. And the rougher one, because it's flat, you just use it flat and you get more surface coverage at one time, and it doesn't hurt because it's nice and one level of a surface. It's not rounded with multiple little angles of something going across the edge. Okay, I just got a tiny little bit of a soft flick up. Okay. And then I'm just going to soften that up on this side too with the Rougher 03. Okay. So I think I should do a little bit of that same dark shade, the black, on the bottom part of the lower lash line. So I'm going to just do a little bit right there. Really want to not have fallout. think that looks great. Just trying to keep it as close to the lash line as possible, especially where it starts to round out. Okay. Just going to soften it up a little bit. And there is all 5 shades on the eye. So I'm going to add a little bit of mascara after I curl my lashes and pick one of the new MAC lipsticks with you. Okay, just a nice little soft curl of the lashes, nothing too intense. Whoops, I didn't mean to bump you, sorry. I feel like some brown mascara is the perfect touch to finish off the look. And I really enjoy this Too Faced one. I like it a lot better than the Bad Gal Bang. I do like the way the Bad Gal Bang looks. I just don't prefer the color of brown. It's a little bit too red tone for like my everyday preference, but I prefer this dark brown. It's not so dark that it looks black. It's just like a nice dark brown. I am going to use the Bad Gal Bang for the lower lashes just because I do prefer that wand for the lower lashes, and I don't mind my lower lashes being a little bit warmer. Today. Whoops, don't get it on my skin. Okay. And I should have done this before I did my mascara, but I always forget until later, so. I always get it on my mold that's right there, and it doesn't look the best. So now I need to go back in with that little thing and so here is the finished eye look all by itself without the lips done. So let me take a good look at the eyes so that we can pick one of these lips to wear. So let's see. Okay. So because this eye look turned out a little bit warmer than I was expecting, I think I'm going to use Fleshpot, the cult classic Fleshpot. I've never tried it before. And from the MAC lip liners that I have, I did pick up one new MAC lip liner in this dark brown shade here. There's the color there, chestnut. And so I thought this might be a nice touch for some of my darker brown lipsticks that I did recently pick up. Aside from that MAC nude release that I just picked up, I did also pick up the MAC holiday kit that is on sale right now. So I picked this up when it was $68. It is currently on the Ulta website for $74, but it's got a lot of really beautiful browns here, and I thought that chestnut would look lovely with this. So yeah, it might also look really, really good with this darker one here, but I'm not going to use that one today. Although I do feel like it would look really great with this look. So the other two that I already have in my collection is Cork, and my top favorite is Stone. Where's the word? Right there. So I've got Cork and Stone, and they're my like two go-to lip liners, but I have to admit, as you can see by looking, I use Stone a lot more. So if I was gonna do, let me see, since the color of the eye is a little bit warmer, I'm not gonna go with Stone. Instead, we could either use Cork. I feel like Cork might be way too warm for Fleshpot, so instead, I pulled out some of my other nude lip liners to choose from. So here's all the nude lip liners that we can choose from for Fleshpot. I think it might be nice if I'm gonna start off with this really, really pale shade here from the Sephora collection, and I do need to sharpen it, so give me a moment. Is this the sharpener? I don't know what's happening here. I can't figure it out, but let's just try lining my lips, okay, with this like monstrosity that I just created. And it might actually be nice for me to be able to see. So let me just, so that lip liner is very, very nude. As you can see, it's almost like it's not there, but it's just like what I use whenever I want to create a little barrier without changing the color of a look. So I'm going to use Fleshpot and see how this looks on me and see if I like it better than Charlotte Tilbury. Ooh, so these look different than the regular. I feel like they're taller, heavier, and like a bigger bullet. Okay, that's really pretty. Here's the cult classic Fleshpot going on my mouth. Let me put it down so that I don't like ruin it and break it. Okay. It is a lot brighter, like a brighter pink than my Kim K from Charlotte Tilbury is. So this is more of like a peachy nude, and this is more of like a pale pinky nude. So now that I've seen the color on me, I feel like I can pick a lip liner a little bit better to go with it. So let's try this one here from the Sephora collection. And okay. So here is this combination. Here's this combination. Let me know what you think about this lip color with today's eye look of the day. I'd like to hear your thoughts on it. Let me know if it's a little bit too much of a concealer lip for you. Like, do you think it looks bad? I actually kind of like it, but I'm always here for a concealer lip moment. So yeah, there is the lip combo. Let me look at it. I think that looks like a really natural lip color, like a natural outer lip, we could really like amp up the drama by adding a little bit more of a cool toned moment. But because the eye is a little bit warm, I'm going to see how Fleshpot looks with, actually, I'm going to pair it with my Natasha Denona, more warm shade of the lip liner. I do need to sharpen this one, so give me a moment. Okay. So here is this lip liner shade. Here's the shade name. I don't like this warm liner. I feel like that kind of ruined it. I mean, I do like the liner itself, but I don't like it with the Fleshpot. Although that did add a little bit more dimension and kind of like that did make my lower lip a little bit pouty. So here is, which one was it? Oh, good Lord. Okay. So here is today's lip combo. Tell me what you think. I really love it. I'm so here for this whole MAC Nudes collection. I'll be trying all the rest of them. So I really love this new MAC Nudes lipstick collection. I'm so excited about the whole release. I haven't been this excited about any lipstick collection in like years. So I'll be testing out a new one of these lips every single day here on my channel until I get through all 6 of them. So here is Fleshpot with the Natasha Denona Mini Sculpt for my first impressions using this palette with this lip look, and I really like the makeup look of the day. If you're curious what I have on my nails, this is the nail polish color that I am wearing, and those are all the details that I have to share with you for the day. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, checking out this eye and lip combo look of the day. So thanks for hanging out with me while I created today's eye look and played with this incredible new launch from MAC. I'm so here for this whole collection. I'm totally here for that whole concealer lip look. Anybody that is familiar with me knows that that's my general go-to lip is a concealer lip moment. So I can't wait to test out the rest of these shades. I'll be trying a new one each day on my channel. So be sure to subscribe to my channel down below. It is absolutely free to subscribe to me, and make sure you click the notification bell so that you don't miss any of my uploads. I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Bye.